To you, Taurus. So you have the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. So these three cards right here for you, Taurus, speaks to, okay? So a lot of you, Taurus, are definitely striving to actually have the kind of relationships that you want, where you don't want to have to be at odds with another person. And as they are at odds with you, right? At first it starts off cool, calm, collectedly. And then the next thing you know, it turns into this issue where, you know, every time you interact with somebody else or a person that you're trying to date, it just becomes this weird power struggle between the two of you where it's them versus you, you versus them, right? You definitely want to be able to actually have some sort of camaraderie between yourself and them, where the two of you are at peace with one another, right? A real relationship. You don't want to have to essentially do the whole teasing thing where, you know, they have to tease you, you have to tease them. Not saying that that doesn't happen, but the way that they tease people isn't organic. It's like trying to put them down low key type stuff, as opposed to, you all right? I'm sure you got more chips, right? Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. My family came back with a sack of chips, just an an avalanche full of chips. So you know I'm gonna be having fun after I make these two videos. But anyway, sorry about that. So for you, Taurus, right? Like it is that I was talking about earlier before. It's this sense of you, you know, family first. But it's the sense of you, Taurus, basically wanting to actually get along with somebody instead of having to just be at odds with them, right? You don't want to have to do the game playing of the having to tease them, because teasing will automatically be a real thing, but the person isn't teasing the other person to bring them down. Nowadays, when people try to tease, when they call themselves being in a relationship, they're actually trying to tear the person down, because they'll point it out, oh, you know, you remember you said this and you sounded like a complete dork. Yeah, you weirdo. Yeah. And then the other person will be like, all right, you're taking it too far. You hurt my feelings now, right? Um, you want peace in a relationship. You want peace. Um, and for what I'm seeing, right, some of you Taurus may be going through this same thing now, where uh well, a lot of you are actually going through the same thing. I don't really see that you're with anybody per se. I more so see, all right, give me one. Huh? Okay. Um, and with that, see, I told you. And with that, a lot of you Taurus very much so, um, trying to get to know someone as best as you possibly can, but you really want this Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, a pristine individual, an individual that is ready to be in a relationship, an individual that has honor and integrity, a class act, basically, is what you want. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't want somebody that's just ratchet and dysfunctional and all over the place or whatnot. But at the same time, I'm not asking for an obedient dog. That's not what I'm looking for. But what I'm looking for is a person, like I said before, that has decency, that understands why it's important to carry themselves a certain way for themselves. Not only just because I'm asking, but they would do it even if I wasn't around, because they carry themselves like that, because they have self-respect. They understand why carrying themselves that way is an important thing. See, when you have to explain to dysfunctional people why having decency is so important, why it's so valuable, why you can't pay any amount of money to have those things, you know that you got to get away from a person. Because it's like somebody got to tell you, not you, but somebody got to tell the dysfunctional person why having honor and integrity is important. Really? Anyway, so the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the Page of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Pentacles right here speaks to how a lot of you, so there's this sense of, right, there's this sense of you, Taurus, okay, actually making it work, because you're going out there, you're not waiting around, especially since now it's cuffing season. Getting into a relationship is actually easier in the colder weather. I don't know what kind of climate you have, but over here in New York City in America, it's cold. I ain't even gonna lie, it's cold as a mug. And whatever, if you have the 4 seasons where your seasons alternate, cuffing season is when you get the cold, right? For any people who are watching me worldwide, okay? Because I know I'm watched on 6 continents. Shout outs to everybody that watches me, by the way. Shout outs to everybody that supports me, by the way. Whatever country you're from, regardless of whatever is your skin tone, complexion, hair tone, eye color, whatever, shout outs. Anyway, you're actually making it happen because you Taurus are getting to know people. And it's surprising to even you as to how you have the Five of Pentacles. Let me just kind of get at you from this particular situation, because I'm biting off more than I can chew. You Taurus are actually examining, you are actually being successful with getting your foot in the door and getting a chance to speak to people. But the situation for you is that you Taurus are understanding that you're getting your foot in the door, but there are a lot of dysfunctional people that there's a lot of bravado that would get seen as being okay in front of you normally, but you just so happen to put yourself in a very good position where you Taurus understand that you finally get a chance to actually see how dysfunctional some people are. And what I mean by that is you're speaking to people, and people are just at a point where, like I said before, they're being more real to their situation, and they are showing you they down bad, basically. And that if you are, and they're trying to see if you down with it. What I mean by that is, an example of this is me getting to know somebody, not recently, but I mean like in my journey, right, in the Americas, right, at least the States, me getting to know somebody, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they want some money. So they blatantly asking me for it. And then I'm like, wow, it's that bad, huh? Yeah. Because you trying to date people for money, you know what I'm saying, calling me, hey, you know, I'll hang out with you for some money. What? Why would I do that? You come on now. I'm not like, come on now. I was trying to get to know you for you. Now, so you give me a hard time the first time we hang out, to then double back and be like, oh, well, I'll hang out with you or whatever. Well, I didn't know what it is that I was getting. I thought I didn't know that I was getting that. I thought that we was going to kick it. That's why I wasn't trying to spend any kind of money. The days of me spending money, first time I hang out with you on a me and you just chilling, I'm not doing that anymore. And anybody who has a problem with that, that's fine. We ain't got to end up together. Because at the end of the day, it's you, Taurus, that have to be okay with the person that you're dating. So there's a sense of you, Taurus, seeing that some people are not even being cordial with you. They're just asking you. They're just going for the gusto and asking you what it is that they want from you. And you seeing how down bad they are. That's why you leaving. And then the judgment and the moon represents how you, Taurus, are telling them, hey, let me think about it. And then when they call you back to see or to listen to what's your answer, they can't get you on the phone. That is your answer. They can't even get you on the phone because you, Taurus, are seeing like you're seeing it. A lot of you, Taurus, the bravado that people are putting up is not in actuality what's really going on. The bravado is I'm rich, I'm perfect, I'm fly, I'm young, I made it look easy, right? You can get exorbitant amounts of money out here and it don't take a whole lot of time. Y'all are just spiritually slower than me. Y'all just ain't catching up to me, son. All of that, right? But then you Taurus are getting a chance to see, they not gonna say that in public. Even if they having a conversation with you, they're not gonna say that for the odd chance that somebody passing by would hear them. But they'll tell you that on the phone. They'll tell you that in a text message. They'll tell you a text message from your phone to their phone exclusively. They'll tell you that. I want money for this. I need money for this. Or they will show you their disposition, right? They will reveal their hand to you, Taurus, by showing you how down bad they actually are, by trying to dress that up, by making it seem like they're doing you a favor. I can't explain to you how many times I've had that. Oh, you trying to hang out with me or whatnot. And it's like, hey, and trying to drop hints. And I'm like, listen, look, without me going too far into this thing, drop hints to the people who you're successful with. Hang out with those people. Hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll buy you a smoothie. I don't know. But let's clarify the moon. Out of my group of friends, I used to be the one that was known as the one that has the money. So you have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, to clarify the moon card, right? So the moon is about, first and foremost, Taurus is exalted in the moon. So it's saying that you're doing the right thing by ghosting, by excommunicating from them, right? Because you, Taurus, found out some stuff that you didn't know. You didn't know how down bad certain people were. And that's why the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Lovers came up, because the way you, Taurus, thought, like y'all are on y'all feet. But it doesn't mean that everybody is on their feet. Some people will let it be known that they trying to get something. Hold on. Yeah. What? Okay. You okay though? Okay. So, I told y'all. So, because of that, right? The Knight of Wands, excuse me, the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. Now you, Taurus, have the information. It's worse out here for other people than what you, Taurus, think. And that it's up to you, Taurus, to understand if you really doing something for yourself and you, Taurus, are on your feet, you're not down that bad. You're not down bad at all. Not only that, but it's not necessarily your obligation to be out here helping people. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the videos, hit the notification bell to set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.